It's showtime.
Hello guys and welcome to today's STPL. My name is Kix. You are going to be joining me for iRk versus ReV and White Clan versus FBW. Now there should be some pretty cool matches. Solo casting again today unfortunately, but it should be a lot of fun. Now we're going to be heading into our first matchup fairly shortly, so let's actually quickly have a look at how the Group B standings are. We're going to start with iRk versus ReV because they're both European teams, so more chance of them being able to see, because obviously if we have one of the groups going on a little bit longer, we could be here for quite a while. So without further ado, let's actually have a look at Group B, and let's have a look at the current standings. So currently, Soul Gaming at the top of the leaderboard, 4 for 0, 15 for 1. For them, Net Wars just behind them. They haven't played their fourth game yet, but they're 11 for 1, so pretty close. But the two teams we're really having a look at here is going to be iRk and ReV. Now, iRk, a very strong team from round 1, round 2. They didn't have the best showing, but they were up against some very, very strong teams. They're doing a little bit better again here in round number 3, so that's good for them. And then below them is going to be at the bottom of the scoreboard, unfortunately, just above Psystorm EU. It's going to be Clan Revolution. Now, Clan Revolution are a very good team. They have had some very, very good games. I do know that they're obviously statistically worse than iRk, but they have a lot of good players. Really looking forward to see how they're going to play against each other. We're going to be having a look at 5 maps again today. It's going to be Colosseum 2, Benzene, Icarus, Athena 2, and if we do make it to that ace match, it's going to be once again on Katrina SE. Now, just having a quick look at the matchups, you can see that iRk have been relying a lot on their strong Protoss lineup. Players like DeWalt, players like Oyaji, been playing a lot of games for them, doing a lot of good wins and everything for them as well. iRk, strangely with a Terran player finally, Marwin doing a great job going 2 for 0 this season, or this round even. ReV, of course, they've not got a Zerg that they've fielded just yet, so it's been Protoss and Terran from them. Unfortunately, neither side have had too much luck, but of course, they will be looking to do a little bit better here as we look at today's matches, which is going to be WhistleR versus TheCamper to start us off. That'll be a TBZ, ZBT even. Oyaji versus India's game number 2, that's going to be a PvP on Benzene. ZBT between Jerry and Medino, and a PvP between DeWalt and Maytas to finish us off. So 2 ZBTs and 2 PvPs here. Now obviously the PvP in the 4th match is a little bit more one-sided statistically, just based on who the players are. But it should be kind of cool to see exactly how Maytas can hold up against DeWalt. So really looking forward to this series today. Just a quick look at the player table as well, just to show the current top ranking players in the STPL. Just as we get ready to show off our first set of players here and their statistics. It's going to be it's not Kenzie, 1 second. By the power of production, give me 1 second, I didn't press the button again. And we're back, so, whoops, there we go. So it's going to be WhistleR for iRk. WhistleR hasn't played so far this round. He did play and win in round 1 though, against Terran. Now, unfortunately ReV's shirt is sending off my chroma key, so they've got a kind of black shirt for now. I'll sort that. They've got a kind of cool, see-through shirt, but WhistleR did a very good job in round 1 for his team. Last round didn't have the same kind of luck, but this is his debut game here. He did sub in for Kenzie, so unfortunately Kenzie didn't manage to make it for his game. But WhistleR stepping in for his team there, showing he is a cool guy, and his opponent's going to be one of ReV's more recent additions. Has played twice for his team so far, had pretty good games against his opponents. Unfortunately, he has lost both of them. One of them was a TBC as well. But we're going to have to see how he does as we head into map number 1 here, which is going to be Colosseum 2. Now, Colosseum 2, a very fun map, a very fond map in my memories as well. Lots of really good games on this map back in Pro League in 2009, 2010. And you know what? It's 4-player map, 4 corners. Obviously very easy to take natural. If you were to look at the bottom left, you can see the natural is kind of up on high ground. Now, there is this neutral creep that you can sunken rush on. Now, I'm not sure if we'll see this here from WhistleR, but it's one of the many possibilities we're going to have to factor in as we head into game number 1 here. It's iRk's WhistleR versus ReV's TheCamper. Let's get started. Okay, now starting us off in the top left-hand position, we do have the Orange Terran fighting for ReV. It's going to be TheCamper. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom left-hand position in the green, fighting for iRk. It's WhistleR. Now obviously as we get into this match, there's not really too much I can say. I can't actually remember TheCamper's last TVZ, so I can't remember how he lost. I believe... wait, no, that was definitely not him, that was someone else. But basically, WhistleR played quite a lot in round 1. I'm gonna admit as well, it's a little bit hard to remember his games as well, so it's gonna be kind of refreshing my memory a bit here. Now, obviously if you're unaware, throughout round 1 and round 2 there was over 230 or 240 games played overall, possibly even 250. I've already casted, if we think about it, we're on week 4 now. There's been 8 sets a week, they're all best of 5 even, so I've casted nearly 40 games already for this round, so that's kind of crazy. But we're going on still. This is week 4 of round number 3, so this is at the halfway point realistically for all the teams. Now they have actually played up to about week 6, I think is this week, but obviously the cast's a little bit further behind because unfortunately I don't have the sort of schedule of a TV broadcasting company and a big team to support me, so I can only manage to fit 3 casts in a week, but it's not put me too far behind. But it's been a lot of fun being able to catch all of these games myself. Now, I do notice that I believe dynamic lighting is actually on for me. Now, I usually turn that off, but let's see what it looks like with it on. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. I mean, it seems a bit weird for me looking at it, but all my settings reset again, so going to be kind of learning as we go along and how this is actually all going to look. But obviously if it does cause any lag, I will turn it off. I know the VRAM usage was pretty bad before, but looks like it's okay so far. We've got a 12 hatchery coming in from the WhistleR. From WhistleR. He's going into a 12 pool behind this with gas. Sorry, I was kind of forgetting that. Now we do have a 1 racks fast expand coming in for TheCamper as well, making use of the fact that this is completely safe. Now, the one difference we see here between TheCamper and how Scan played this out is Scan immediately killed this sunken. Now, the reason behind this is you can build a sunken colony there and it will outrange this wall by far. The only place you can actually build a bunker and have it survive against the sunken and have it hit it as well, because this is going to be too far back, is actually up on this high ground right here. So luckily for him, WhistleR isn't going to be going for anything like that, but this creep obviously does give him the option of adding on the early defense himself. We've obviously got the gas mining in here for him. He's going to go into Ling Speed first. I'm not the biggest fan of that, given the position that he knows of. Oh no, actually. He went for Lair first at his natural, so did miss that. But Ling Speed coming in, that makes a lot more sense. The Ling's obviously going to be able to chase away the SCV, which is always the thing you want to be doing in ZVT. The SCV realistically wants to stay alive until it can see the lair tech. Now, unfortunately, for Camper. He did see up on the high ground. I think he saw the lair coming in, so he should know the lair timing, but he's not going to know if it's going to be lurkers or muters. But we do have that second gas up already, so it's most certainly going to be Spire here for WhistleR. The Camper behind this is going to be going into 2 racks for now, likely going to see this Academy up as well. So 2 racks Academy from him, very, very good to do against 2 hatch lair, which we see here. Now, Spire is on the way, so those mutlers should be popping out about, I think it's between 5:30 and 6 minutes, as long as he's timed out everything perfectly, which makes it a little bit harder to defend against them when you're going for a +1 rush, because you get a lot less Medic Marine early on. So this is a very, very good and important decision by Camper to do that. Now we do see the first scan going down. That's going to see that the Spire's coming up. This should prompt him to build an engineering bay, which he is already, so that's pretty good. And he'll know he needs to defend quite early now. He is going to push out about 5 minutes. He wants to try and force some additional links, some additional sunken colonies out from WhistleR, who is actually playing very, very greedily right now. Not a single sunken at his choke. Now the lings are going to try and get in behind, but the wall is already back up. And those lings could have possibly made the wrong choice, but this is obviously a lot of firebats, a lot of medics, a lot of marines as well to be dealing with at this point in the game. 2 sunken colonies are going to be on the way, but they're still creep colonies, so Camper could be hitting a perfect timing here. He's going to run straight past the sunkens. Oh my god, he's going to be on top of the drones, he's going to be on top of the spawning pool, and he could even take down the Spire. This could be absolutely diabolical here for WhistleR. He's losing so many drones. He's going to lose his Spire as well. Ling's trying to come in to defend. Firebats in defense, so doing so much damage. And it looks like Camper's hit the right timing. He has. GG! Camper takes the first win here for ReV against iRk. So that's not necessarily the result you would expect, given the fact that iRk are such a strong team, but Camper showing his worth there. He went against his name, did not camp there. He actually headed straight into the main, killed all of the lings, all of the drones, and was about to kill the key tech structures. And unfortunately, that was checkmate for WhistleR, who wouldn't have been able to do anything to come back. So that's going to take us into game number 2, which is going to be between Oyaji and Indy as we get back from our little break. See you guys very soon.